Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Let's load back up the game. We're right at the end of the 4th Palace deadline, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have 2 days. 2 days. Did I have plans for what I wanted to do today? Probably ranking up Yusuke, because he was at 3 when we did Futaba's Palace, and we have just been super leveling him up since then. We could get Takemi to 9 or Kasumi to 5, but I'm not really fussed about either of them right now. They're well on the way to being done. Yeah, Takemi is at 8. I know I'm not going to date Takemi, so I wouldn't mind getting her to 9, but I don't want her to be my first rank 10. Same with Kawakami. So, I mean, both of them, I'm kind of just like, they'll get to 10 when they get to 10. Kind of deal. Same with Ryuji and On. On, actually, we can't take up to 9 because I might date her. I'm still not sure. We're going to get Yusuke to 7 here, though, which is great. We need Charm for Makoto. I think we can start ranking up Sodro as soon as we're done with Futaba's deadline again. I don't know when he gets cut out because of max kindness. It might be like rank 5 or 6. But, you know, we'll deal with that as we can. Broshida, we definitely want to get to 10 soonish. Hifumi, I really want to get to 7 soon. I think she might need max knowledge soon. But I want to get Hifumi's request and Chihaya's request, like, ASAP. Because the next time we go to Mementos, I want to be able to knock out both of theirs. Where is Chihaya? The Fortune Teller. I was looking for Chihaya's name. It still just says Fortune Teller. She's only at 3. We want to get her up to 7, like, as soon as possible. King Wolfblade, thank you for subbing at tier 1 for 21 months. Greatly appreciated. A bunch of resubs to start the day. Words, I can't talk. Thank you very much, everyone. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we're just gonna go rank up Yusuke, I think. Did he give me a message? He did not. He's actually the only one who didn't text me, which I guess is why I'm gonna go hang out with him. Does she also have a Meteorama card for me? Yeah, thank you, thank you. All we have to do now is wait. What nerve-wracking. Yes, I came to hang out with you. What's happening? I do have a wealth of free time in this game. Do you remember Director Kawanabe of the Japanese Art Support Foundation? The man who offered his support to me at Madarame's house. I would like your assistance with him. Do you have time to spare? I have Satanta, so it turns out I do have time to spare.
Thank you.
That would really help me out. I find it quite suspicious that he would offer money to a mere high school student like myself. I'm grateful for his offer, but I'm unsure of what to do. You should meet up with him. Face to face is always better. Yeah, for this kind of thing at least. I must cling on to any semblance of hope I can find in this world. Very well, I will call him. He says he's willing to meet with me this very instant. Oh, that's insane. I would appreciate it if you could join me, Akira. Your presence could help ease my societal discomforts as well as diffuse the temptation of money. But I like money. Furthermore, your composure will allow you to tell if he is truly attempting to scam me.
Let us be off.
Kawanabe-san is waiting for us at the sushi bar. I already told him that you will be coming, so let us go. Come, I've ordered your portion as well. Please eat freely.
No.
Before that, there's something I would like to ask. Just who are you? An interesting question. My work involves gallery management, but my hobbies are diverse. The Foundation is but one of those hobbies. Broadly speaking, we're responsible for scouting and nurturing talented youth involved in the art world. We offer free scholarships, mediate study abroad programs, and we also connect young artists to customers. At a time, even Madarame participated in our organization. Sensei? I mean, Madarame. Indeed, a good many benefited from his time working with us. We were aware of the dark rumors about him, but we could never have seen his confession coming. Well, you know what they say. You'll never see it coming. Puts on sunglasses. I suppose it's likely he was deceiving us that whole time. Madarame. To think I once relied on his teachings. Called him my mentor. This is all because of him. It's his fault I can no longer view paintings with a pure heart. In the past, simply the desire to paint led me to seek beauty. But now I find myself constantly weighed down by the search for rewards or the praise of others. An ugly attachment has fastened itself upon my work. I can no longer paint how I used to.
How could this
My
be?
art is tainted, but art is an explosion. I see. However, it would be wasteful to let your talent dry up. Our foundation would gladly support you. Not only a former student of the infamous Madarame, but someone with those looks. There is definitely a market for you. We'll sell you as the tragic, handsome artist. Handsome? What you talking about, Kawanabe? As he said, I'm wondering the same thing. Exactly as it sounds, having your ideas stolen by Madarame, losing a place to live, hungry for food. Well, let's be a little reasonable here. Yusuke often goes hungry because he doesn't understand budget management in the slightest. That unstable air about you makes for the perfect tragedy. A story like yours will sell even to those who don't understand art. A story? If you don't have one in the modern climate, nobody will even mention your name. Don't worry, we'll handle the details, but in return, you must sell your work through my gallery. We will take a mediation fee, but you'll be granted steady revenue and a nice customer base as well. Do not mock me.
How foolish.
Tragedy, looks, story, those have nothing to do with art. In the end, this is only about money, that which taints pure beauty. How immature. Excuse me? It seems you haven't learned anything after all. You're not looking at reality objectively. Is wealth really that horrible? And beyond that, how long will you continue to chase those illusions of yours? Purity, art?
I decline.
Shut your mouth. I reject your offer. Huh, I thought you of all people would have the resolve to use art to make a living. I have that resolve. However, I also believe such a life should only come via proper assessment. In that case, I have an opportunity for you. My foundation will soon be holding a competition for young artists from around the nation. The prize shall be our support. We'll bring customers from around Japan to see the next great talent. There will be a great deal of pressure on you should you enter. Or perhaps, are you too afraid?
What did you say?
Oh, that was voice acted by chance. I wonder if you have what it takes to withstand a skill-based assessment of that magnitude. I look forward to finding out. Pardon me, I had a tickle in my throat. Now then, why did I become so fancy? Why'd I say pardon me? Am I suddenly part of the upper echelon? What the heck is that about? Now then, it seems there's no use in any further discussion. You can have them send the bill to my office.
You are unforgivable.
That avaricious scum! Why is it that all artists talk about is money, money, money? Has the true meaning of art been lost? You gotta make money somehow. The truth is within you, probably. Akira.
Yes.
You are correct. My passion can change the world. However, I would starve to death without money. Passion alone may fill my heart, but it cannot fill my stomach. What a troubling predicament.
You have my thanks.
Anyhow, I'm quite glad that you chose to accompany me here. I may have bit my tongue off in anger had it been only me. In other words, you're a soothing force in my life. Rank up. And that last bit of music notes got us ready for rank 8, so we can get Yusuke up to endure pretty quick, which will be good. Allows Yusuke to use card duplication and card creation on the spot. Oh, you don't have to wait a day. That's really good.
All right. Okay.
I will partake in Kawanabe's exhibition. I'm going to display my ability and prove him wrong. Come, let us go home. Actually, we should eat first. The sushi has done nothing wrong after all.
Let us return home.
Honestly, very fair. Dilemma we all face, Yusuke. Gotta earn that bread. Gotta earn that bread to get bread. Exactly. That's what gaming's all about. Akira, I need a pep talk. It's good that I'm sitting in front of the canvas while my emotions are hot, but the lingering taste of sushi has me utterly distracted. Not only that, I allowed Kawanabe to pay for it all. I'm tainted after all. I'm a petty sellout, a slave to the power of money. It's not a crime to enjoy sushi, my dude. I suppose that sushi was truly delicious. It didn't list the price for some reason, but I can only imagine it was quite expensive. Certainly sushi can be a form of art when it's prepared with such care and artisanal craftsmanship. If I'm being honest, I still feel doubts about my work. I may end up embarrassing myself again, but even then I must express myself. Your support in this would mean the world to me. Goodbye for now. Nailed it. Sammy, welcome to stream. How's it going?
Rain, huh?
Raining again. No crosswords. We could get Kawakami to 9. Kawakami's rank 10 ability that is like vital to Persona 5, the original one, all it does is make it where you can, it just makes it where you, you're able to go out and do stuff on nights that you went to Mementos in the palaces, right? Honestly, I feel like in Royal, it's still good, don't get me wrong. And I'm curious if other people agree with this or not. People who probably have played Persona 5 more than I have. This is my 4th favorite game of all time. This is only my 4th time playing it. My 2nd time playing Royal. Because If you've watched me for long, you know that I don't play the same games over and over again, like repeatedly. I play a game, and then no matter how much I love it, usually I might play that game a second time, like really soon after, like I did with the original Persona 5, and I did that with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition as well. But most times, I beat a game I really love, and then I just don't play it for like a year or two, and then I play it again. Because then I felt like I've been away from it long enough to like get a fresh go at it, kind of. Not a fresh go, but like it's just better. In my experience. I like to play games after I've been away from them for a bit instead of just back-to-back. But, I feel like in Royal, because of all the stuff you can do inside LeBlanc at night like that, you don't need Kawakami's ability, even if you're trying to, like, max all confidants and whatnot. You can kind of get away with getting it later, or just not utilizing it that much, especially if you can get Jinbocho and get books and whatnot. I think we will go to the Velvet Room and grab... Oh, you know what? I want to fuse Ariadne. Let me in. I find being able to leave the house every night very important, even with all the things in LeBlanc. Really? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good. It's a good ability. I'm not trying to argue that it's not. What I'm trying to argue here is that in the original version of Persona 5, the non-royal version, you almost needed... I mean, in the original Persona 5, it's nearly impossible to get all confidants maxed before the end of the game, unless you're NG plussing. But if you wanted a shot at it, or if you really wanted to make progress on confidants, you sort of needed Kawakami's rank 10. You need it, pretty much, to be able to do it. So you have to get her rank 10 ASAP, usually before the summer starts, and you get locked off from her at, like, rank 8 until summer is over. But in Royal, it's, like, so much less important that, like, you still want to do it, and probably, like, we probably want to get Kawakami to 10 during Okumura's Palace, I would imagine. Probably not any later than that. But it's a lot more like, you can kind of just let it ride.
These are the paths you have walked.
These are the paths I have walked. That's another good point. It also varies based on, like, how you do mementos and all. Because, I mean, every deadline, we go to mementos maybe once. Some deadlines, we don't go to mementos at all. And then we do all of the palaces in one day. And unless it's a roadblock palace like Madarame's, which is the only roadblock palace other than Kamoshida's we've had thus far, which we wouldn't have... You can't even get Kawakami to rank 10 during those two palaces. I think you can't get Kawakami until Kanashiro's Palace, or maybe at the end of Madarame's, I don't recall, but there's no way you get her to rank 10, like, during Madarame's Palace. I don't even think you can unlock her until Kanashiro's. But, like, you know, if you play the game where, like, you do minimum mementos runs and all palaces are done in one run, then you would really only get, like, five nights or something like that due to Kawakami's ability within like 2 deadlines worth of whatever. And those nights you can just read a book for stat ups or something instead. It'll definitely be even more useful like when we're doing like the 5th, 6th, and 7th palace though. Especially the 6th palace because I think it has a roadblock in the middle.
You can hold no
I am full on personas. I want to get Ariadne because I love Labrys. So first we need to make some space. I'm level 35. I don't want to lose Kaguya Picaro. Yeah, here we go. Get Ari Mitama.
Select the skills you'd like to enhance.
Angry, whatever this guy is. Bum 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 bum.
It will receive a great deal of
Give me these two instead.
It will receive a great deal now for a rebirth.
Fuse. Do you have I can't read. Do you have a streaming schedule? Why was it so hard for me to say streaming schedule? Do you have a streaming schedule in terms of which games you play on what day? No. That varies a little bit. I usually only have like 2 or 3 playthroughs going at a time, and then I just kind of cycle through them for the most part. Yeah, Angry Teardrop. There we go. Drop the Aizen emo. But also, yeah, that's another good point from Kari in chat. I especially don't have, like, specific days for specific games because I do group streams with my friends every now and then, and their schedules are not as consistent as mine because they have their own jobs and real-life stuff and whatnot, and so on. So, as a result... Yeah, Principality, why not?
Select the skills
As a
you'd like to
result,
inherit.
I can't really... You know, whenever I want to do a group thing like that, it will depend on their availability.
It will receive up now.
So if I had a schedule where, like, oh, I have it on my schedule that I have to do Persona 5 Royal this day, but then all of my friends are like, hey, we're free that day, we can do a group thing, I'd rather do a group thing because that's harder to work out. Imagine having a schedule that's needed to be worked around. Couldn't be me. You had a schedule for, like, a month of your house being replastered, Lone Wolf. I'll have you remember. Meteorama! I've done, like, 4 100% runs of Royal now. The habit of maxing out Kawakami and Ryuji ASAP is kind of ingrained. That's very fair. Ryuji's insta-kill, and, hey, let's make Orpheus Picaro for funsies, I guess. Isn't Cadenza broken? Yeah, Cadenza is an ability that Yosuke gets in Persona 4 for getting his Tier 3 Persona at the end of the game. And then they just throw it on Orpheus at the start of the game. What the heck?
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
What the heck? Yo, Circle of Sadness is stupid OP. Take Relentless instead, which is also OP, but without having to use, without the use of, whatever it is I'm thinking of. DLC.
It will receive. I
just keep passing Sayo around to everything. That was a one-time thing that couldn't be avoided, not on me. Yeah, but I like blaming you, Lone Wolf. What's the point if we can't blame you? Isn't that what we're all truly here for? You were RTK. Yo, Agadine. Forget Makoga. Not bad, not bad. What do you itemize into?
Huh?
Oh, you itemize into Agadine. That's pretty good. What on earth do you do during an alarm? Oh, I could use you to strengthen Arsene though. As soon as we're gonna dump Orpheus's stats into Arsene because they're both full.
Change your mind?
Oh, I love it.
Your turn,
Do you need?
Caroline.
You do need
Which incense
some
are you gonna
incense. Arsene's magic stat has gotten so high. I love it. I kind of want to wait for an alarm to use these +2 ones. So let's do strength and agility
like
+1.
some incense?
Definitely strength is what we need on Arsene the most right now if I want to keep him well-rounded and not just magic focused. All right, now, someone told me last time what I needed to fuse Ariadne, because I want to fuse Ariadne instead of just getting Ariadne for free. So it was Phoenix, and then something else. What was the other thing I think it was Anubis. I'm glad I saw Anubis right there. I'm pretty sure if we fuse these two together, they become Ariadne. Yes! Why did my phone just go off? Did I forget to put my phone on vibrate? I did. It's vibrating now. Give me Ariadne. This is one of my favorite Personas, chat. Every time I see Ariadne, or anytime I see Labrys using Ariadne in Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, I just love Ariadne more and more. This is colossal physical damage. Why are you so OP? I get it, you're DLC. I understand. You know what? I didn't realize that Ariadne doesn't have, like, an element associated with her. She's weak to Sayo. Tag team. Expendable items not used up after baton pass. Pretty lame. We'll want to replace that with something better if we can. But Ariadne is very physical focused. You know what we could do is I think if we itemize... I think itemizing Anubis gives us Kogo on. We could have Arsene be dark focused or curse focused. And then have Ariadne, we can make Ariadne physical and bless focused. Because then we'll have physical and bless with Ariadne, and we'll have gun and dark with Arsene. I actually love this. We are probably going to be using Ariadne for the rest of the playthrough, just like we're going to be using Arsene. she does need more stat ups. We're gonna have to put her in the training thing too, which is fine.
Select
We
the
can start
skills
switching
you'd like
between
to
her
inherit.
and Arsene. We can give you relentless. Oh, damage from attacks that target the foe's weakness by 50%. Yeah, she'll just kill everything. I guess she can also have... Where are all these dying skills coming from? I'm going to give you Makoga because I think I really want to go with that. Invigorate 1? I don't think we're going to keep Garudine and Agadine. We're definitely going to keep Makoga, and I definitely want to put Kogo on Ariadne later. But we'll just go with
It will receive a
Garudine and
fraction
Agadine for
of
coverage right now.
my.
You say something better, but say you baton pass and use a Soma or Master Curry for free? That's very fair. And I get where you're coming from, but that's not really, like, the playstyle I would normally do. Usually when I baton pass, I'm the heavy focus on damage. But you are right. That would, like, just to be able to use this Soma and not use it up would be pretty insane. I'm Ariadne. I'm the goddess who's going to bring victory upon you by acting as your mask. Thank you. Yeah, not offensive enough. Why get to heal without expending an item when I can murder thing faster? You know what I'm saying? Fortified Moxie? Increases critical rate during an ambush. This sounds like such a Labrys thing. I'd rather just keep Apt Pupil. Evade Fizz is interesting. So we definitely want, like, Repel Psy or something later on in the game. And then, I don't know if we'll keep Invigorate. If we do, I'll need to get Invigorate 3 or something. But I do want Kogo on, probably to replace, like, Garudine. I don't really think we need Miracle Punch. Apt Pupil is fine, but we also might get rid of it at some point. Same with Attack Master. We'll see. We got space to work with. What does Ariadne itemize
They will
into?
be reborn
Red
anew.
String. Interesting. When do you unlock the ability to use the instance? It's story related, right? Or do I have to do something before I can use my instances? You can use instances as soon as you have lockdown, and you get lockdown from ranking up the twins to rank 3. So you have to rank up the twins to get it. I also thought it was story related until I ranked up the twins, and then that gave it to me.